Welcome, everybody, to another Free Thinking Show. This is the show where I speak about current events and I give you guys my view and opinion about it. And this is a positive place, so keep your opinions and views to yourself. Thank you. If you want to hear mine, keep listening. So, how's everybody? I know. It's been a while since I posted on here. And I hope everyone is being safe, first of all, and you're staying at home. If you're supposed to be staying at home. All my people who are still having to work and who's essential, I'm praying for you guys, and hopefully we can get this shit cleared up so everyone can go back to work. But it seems like it might get worse before it gets better. Let's see, what else can we talk about this week? I don't really want to per se talk about that, but I do want to tap on a little bit. Just a little bit. If you are stuck in the house and you're not sure what to do, I want to give you guys a couple of tips. Because I've been kind of in and out and kind of stuck, but not really. I have a lot of stuff I got to do, technically. I just like to procrastinate. But, one of the first things, if you're like me, and you're a single parent, and you've been working full-time this whole time before you got stuck in the house, spend time with your kids. Get to know your kids. Do something fun with them. Even though you might be right now going out your mind because you have to teach your kid you have to be the teacher and everything now. It's almost like in cowboy pictures. My bad, I was grabbing for something. But also, I want you guys, if you don't have kids, then this tip will work great for you guys. Even if you do have kids. Be something fun to do when the kids are... Alright. And... I'm trying to think of what I was going to say before then, because... Kids. Yes, even if you're a single parent, you can do this too, which is find a hobby, find something new that you do around the house. Whether it's like, you always wanted to learn how to paint, and now you have the time to, or if you want to learn how to draw, or if you want to do yoga, do something, cook, something fun, creative, new. And this is in particular for the people who are like me. Even maybe normal people can do it too. If you want to start a journal, so you can write about your events, or even do a vlog of how it's been for you, so you can get your feelings out there. And what I meant by people like me, people who have mental illnesses, things like that. Because slowly but surely I feel like I'm going crazy. But I kind of did it myself a little bit because I wasn't taking my medication for a couple of days. But I'm all better now. But another thing, especially for my mental health people or people who are addicts and you're recovering, don't let this bring you back to your dark place. Don't go back to using or anything like that. You got out of that hole and stay out of that hole. Don't let this moment of bullshit take you to a place that you can't really come back from later. So, I'm going to play the music, and then we're going to talk about what have you guys been watching. And I'm going to talk about what I personally have been watching recently. Alright? Play a little bit of music, though, because this is going to be a long one. So, what have you guys been watching recently? Me personally, I've been catching up on my YouTube. I was watching a whole lot of crime series stuff recently. Enough to make my mom tell me when I decide to watch TV in my living room, you can't watch anything with dead people. She watches cowboy pictures all the time, so there's dead people all around. But anyways, a couple of shows I personally like watching when I'm on the cable. When I'm watching cable, one is on Reels. It's called Autopsy. It goes through this show. It goes through celebrities' lives, and it talks about like everything they did possibly in life that led up to their death, and it'll give you like exact description on what exactly killed them. It's pretty cool. Then I've also been watching Fatal Attraction, which is on TV One, and that one is normally about, especially with the episodes I've seen, is normally this really, really awesome person who, out of nowhere, people don't know that they had a secret shady life, and it gets their ass killed because they're possibly sleeping with someone else or their partner sleeping with someone else. That's what's been happening in the last few episodes. Then I was also watching Deadly Women, which is on Discovery ID. Or is it Investigation Discovery? I think it's Investigation Discovery. But it's also ID Discovery. I love that show. That's one of my favorite shows from there. And it talks about random women who have done heinous, crazy crimes throughout the years. And they go back in time. And then I've even been watching lately to like in between me watching the live cast about what's going on with this whole situation we're going through. I don't want to say what it is because I know my podcast get posted on YouTube, and I don't want my videos to be taken down or privated because of this. So I'm going to call it a situation, because I live in Florida, so I watch my local station's live cast on Facebook because they're better than on the app. Their app is like weird towards watching a live cast. But also I like watching the live cast on Facebook because I get to watch everyone go ham in these comments. And especially if it's anything about our governor. Boy, it's so many people who's just almost fell out and laughed the other day because someone just posted out of nowhere, Jeb Bush was a better governor than you. I'm like, oh my God, what the? I mean, you're right, but Jesus. It's been crazy. And a lot of people are mad in Florida because our governor, Ron DeSantis, has not locked down the state of Florida yet. It's individual counties starting to lock down because our county locked down yesterday. It started yesterday. And it's been, lockdown's not nothing too bad. It's not technically lockdown as a stay-at-home order. Stay safer at home order, whatever the fuck it is. Like we can go out for essentials if we want to exercise. And that's about it. Oh, pharmacy and doctors. That's about it then. Because they've closed down everything. And it's like weird. Because like as this was slowly happening and they're shutting down businesses and stores and things like that. Well, the government wasn't shutting down. The businesses itself was shutting down because they couldn't really do their job right. If you have to keep 6 feet away, but you have to be all on someone's face in the same sense. But, it's been quite interesting because, like, as people were not having to work, these people were going ham and doing stupid shit in Florida, but also happened to be spring breaks. So we had all the spring breakers in town. And it's like people are going to Busch Gardens. So they close down Busch Gardens. People are going to Disney. They close down Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, close down all of it. I think Orlando itself is closed down right now. Then people start flocking to the fucking beaches and shut down the beaches. Well, technically how our governor did it was it could be no more than 10 people in a party and you have to be 6 foot away from each other. How the fuck is that supposed to happen? Just shut the shit down. Just close the beach. That's also because some idiot spring breaker was on the news talking about, you can't take away my summer. This is my summer. So can you think about someone else other than yourself for 5 fucking minutes? Nope. Okay. Alrighty. I just wanted to know. But, yeah, it's been hectic down here. I've only heard so far one person getting locked up. Because if you get caught past 10 o'clock in our area, because they have a 10 to 5, like, super lockdown, restricted, you better not be at the fucking house. They can give you 60 days in jail or a $500 fine. And I don't need neither one right now. But yeah, that's been kind of crazy because everyone keeps yelling in the comments, shut it down, just shut it down. Then one person said some shit that made me confused in one of the comments of the live feed. They're like, just close the borders. I'm like, we have borders in Florida? Because I don't think we can personally just shut down the borders to the states. I mean, we could probably shut down the interstates. We could probably shut down, which I found out today, you can't shut down flights. That's a Fed thing. So we can't shut down flights. Because everyone was saying, just shut down the flights to New York. Because according to our governor, that's why we're getting the virus more. It's because New York people are flying to Florida. We're a hotbed place. We're one of the biggest tourist areas. We're going to have people coming in. We're going to have people coming here because we're a tourist state. From people wanting to see the Panhandle and up that way, all the way down to Key West, Orlando, St. Augustine. There's so much tourist shit to do in Florida. We're a tourist area. Yes, we're going to get these people. Yes, we're going to get, unfortunately, idiots who either don't know they have it or do know they have it and said, fuck it, I'm not staying where I'm at. But let's move on from there. What else have I been watching recently? Oh, yeah. To go back on my true crimes, I have been watching a whole hell of a lot of YouTube lately, and especially, what are their names? Hold on. I'm trying to go on my YouTube real quick, because 2 channels in particular have been really on lately. One is Bailey, I'm going to say her name right, Sadistain or something like that. She has a show that she does on Mondays that's called Murder Makeup Mondays. I have watched I've been watching her since yesterday. No, since Thursday. I've been binge watching her since Thursday. And I love her channel. Then I've also been watching Kendall Rain. Yes, I've been watching a lot of her too. And she does like conspiracy videos, missing, true crimes. She does a little bit of all of that. And then I was also doing research for my Your Rose show. Because I will be doing something on there this week. And I was thinking about the next episode of something I want to go into, talk about. So I was kind of also researching stuff about, should I talk about that? Should we wait? We'll wait. But been looking up stuff about that particular subject too. And then I decided to get my Netflix back because I technically want to watch season 3 of Castlevania. I still haven't watched it yet. But I have watched, to keep going into my true crime, which I'm going to go into a whole rant about this one in particular. I have watched the trials of Gabriel Hernandez. And I hope I didn't mispronounce this boy's name. And first of all, I hope he's living a better life in heaven right now because, oh my God. And hopefully you guys have watched it by now. It's been out for a little while. It was out before I got my Netflix back, so I know that's for sure. Because everyone's telling me, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. It's going to make you cry. I think I'm too much of a parent. It didn't make me cry. It made me mad. It made me mad. And I feel like there's way more people who should have been locked the fuck up in this documentary. And I honestly feel like they should do it like how they should do the people who want to run and tell on R. Kelly. They need to be like, to catch a predator and wait for their ass to walk out the door thinking they got their little check and lock their asses up. And yes, I said it. Because I feel like if you have enough of people to tell about this grown-ass man having sex with kids for however long, and y'all knew about this all this time, and the only reason why you're telling now is because his checks ain't clearing, his hush money ain't keeping you quiet enough no more, no. Y'all need to go to jail right next to his ass, because you enabled him. Same thing with this whole Gabriel Hernandez thing. The mother should have got death penalty. They should have shot that bitch in the courtroom. Because that's not a parent. And I feel like the grandparents should have been locked up. Both of them. Because you were ignorant. And hateful towards your own kid. Because he's gay. You didn't even want Gabriel. That's the fucked up part. And I don't know if anyone's even heard this or not in this thing. But they said her parents didn't want her to have Gabriel. She didn't want to have Gabriel. So she gave it to her uncle. Why did y'all have to go get this boy? Because he was doing too good for y'all? The aunt should have been locked up because you saw this boy with no fucking teeth, black eyes, and he looked horrible. And y'all did nothing? Nothing? All y'all should have been locked the fuck up. But the mother needed to be shot in the fucking courtroom. So did that piece of shit boyfriend of hers. And them DCF workers don't need to ever work again. And I feel like it shows case in point on why I personally feel like the Department of Children and Family Services and I don't know, was it the sheriffs that was holding? It was the sheriffs who was holding information. I feel like Department of Justice, Department of Children and Families, those infrastructures need to be tore down and rebuilt up. Because there's too many crooked people who's willing to do shit not the right way. And unfortunately, this little boy could have been saved if the DCF workers were doing their job right, if the sheriffs were doing their job right. This little boy could have been saved. And it was sad, but it also didn't surprise me. Because like I said, I live in Florida. Not even, was it a year or two ago? We had a situation kind of like that in Florida. The difference is, this little girl didn't go to school for almost a year and a half. And the mother had her dead, locked in a freezer that whole fucking time. And she had an open DCF case against her. How the fuck? Because if my daughter misses one too many days in school, they're calling me. I even had a whole situation a couple years ago because I was homeless, technically, for a little while. And I was living from hotel to hotel. And it was one day I had to go to work. I had a short shift. And by the time I got out of work, I'd had money and got another hotel for the night for me and my children and my brother. I had my children and my brother with me at work. They weren't in the car sleeping. They were at work with me. My brother took them out to the car to get them some fresh air instead of being stuck in my job. Someone called DCF in my job and told them I had my kids sleeping in the parking lot. A little after that, I got fired. But I do kind of wish I knew who the fuck called, because I wanted to beat their ass personally, because that was bullshit. But yeah, and DCF hounded me for months until I began staying with a friend. And they saw I was in a safe place, saw the kids were good, and then they left me alone, and that's it. But there's kids who are abused, who are going through shit. And for some reason, how much they hounded me, they should have been hounding those parents. Not me. Not me. If you want to help me get a place, help me get back on my feet, good. All right, great. Bye. Beyond that, nope. Yep. And this is why I feel like these infrastructures need to be torn down as a whole and rebuilt back up and not have the same people in it. Because there's way too many crooked people who are willing to cut corners. And the corners these people cut, and I work in retail. We cut corners in retail. Managers want to fire people. Apparently, I should have been a fucking sheriff or DCF worker. Because you can cut corners left and right. And they don't give a shit. Because that's what it seems like. And before I get in the comments, oh, that's not true. They're overworked. That's one of the things that I feel like they need to fix. Because it's not fair that they're being overworked. It's not. I'm not saying this or being insensitive because, oh, they should have done more for this boy. There's way more that should have been done. And then not even like after they've solved the shit in the case, another boy turned up like this. So you telling me the people at DCF wasn't scared shitless to make sure all their kids were right? After them 4 got lost their jobs and was about to get put in jail? Are you serious? And that old lady who was a DCF worker, I didn't do anything. Unfortunately, you did. And you could tell. Because your spirit or your conscience is eating you so fucking bad that you have to keep saying, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't know. Come on. Even the security worker who was working there, he was about to lose his job. So he could tell to get this boy help. Which that is bullshit. How the fuck you can't tell that someone has kids in here who look like they've been abused? And this Department of Children and Families, you're telling me we're not supposed to do that? That's not part of our job? We're not supposed to help these kids? And I wish the hell I would find out that some sheriff is just locking up, putting kids in random fucking cop cars just to tell them, don't do that. Why are you guys threatening? That's the only good thing about Florida. Well, part of Florida I am in, because they did have they had both the sheriffs and the police come check on the kids. And they asked the kids, are they okay? I've told my kids, don't lie to the officers. And they answer correctly. They make sure they even look at them, everything, before they leave. That's also a wellness check. But I still feel like there's so much wrong with that shit. And there's way more people who should have been locked the fuck up. But let's see, what else? Get off of that a little bit. What else did I watch on Netflix? Oh, I watched the Aaron Hernandez thing before. That was interesting. Even though I feel like they really put the blame on what he was doing on the CBE. They really put the blame on that, for that. And that could have been the case. And then, like, out of nowhere, this left field, the last 2 parts was, he's gay because he was molested when he was younger. Whoa. Like, we just flipped it and reversed it real quick. And it doesn't sound... I kind of don't like when people put this agenda out there that people turn gay because of them being sexually assaulted when they were younger. It doesn't sound good. And I feel like a lot of people try to use that or abuse it or say what they want to people, and it's fucked up. Or that's putting a negative agenda against gay people. When I feel like you're born who you are. If you're gay, you're gay. You're born that. You learn it along the... No, correction. You're born that. You just come into it along the way. If you're trans, you're trans. Same thing. If you're straight, you're straight. Same thing. You're a crazy motherfucker who helps kill people. But it does seem like he did have a rough upbringing. And I don't think he handled his father's death as well either. And for someone who killed somebody, he was a dumbass criminal. That's all I had to say. But I want you guys to leave some comments below on what I should watch next. Give me some Netflix recommendations, things like that. But also, tonight, which just sounds bad as a Batman fan, I finally watched Justice League tonight. It was okay. I do want to see the Snyder edition of this movie, though. And then I started watching The Last Jedi because Disney Plus promised that they were going to put Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus, and I got Disney Plus back and I haven't seen it yet. But anyways, what else? Oh, been catching up on my shows, which is The Magicians. Been catching up on that, which I need to watch the new episode either tonight or tomorrow. But I also need to catch up on Star Trek Picard, which is on the CBS Access app. If you get that, watch that show. Especially if you're a Star Trek fan. That gives you so much nostalgia and, like, oh my god. Because it's, like, he literally found everybody who was in a Star Trek movie almost and said, hey, you gonna come be a part of this with me? Come on. And it was crazy. It's, like, I think the new episode is the season finale, so I gotta watch that shit. I've been listening to... What have I really been listening to lately? Besides my Audible. Audible has been awesome. Even though I do have kind of a gripe with some of these books on Audible. Correction. I listen to, when I listen to Audible shit, I said watch. I listen to self-help books on Audible, but I also listen to eroticas. And I do that mainly to help with my adverts and stuff so I don't sound like a teenage boy in my stories. Which a lot of my earlier stuff did. Before I start, like, putting it online and stuff like that. I recently got into the rabbit hole, which is the BDSM books. Yeah. That was interesting. Even though I feel like every BDSM book past 50 Shades of Grey is 50 Shades of Grey, but instead of him liking the color gray, we're not going to talk about this color gray. He's going to be stupid rich. Like, this one series was these 3 friends who are stupid rich, and they're all into crazy different BDSM levels. They're all doing crazy shit. Two of them can't technically be in relationships yet because they're so fucked mentally that they fuck people together. You know, crazy shit like that. But it's 50 Shades of Grey. The whole series just twist. There was like one book I literally stopped because it was borderline plagiarism. Granted, there was like one book series I really got into, which I actually found another book series from the author and I started listening to recently. It's from M. Never. I gotta remember the name of the book series, but that one was pretty interesting. Even though like the first chapter had me like, whoa, that happened quick. What the fuck? Okay. And then I've been listening to a lot of self-help books. I finished 2? I think I finished 2. I'm trying to go on my Audible real quick so I can tell you guys exactly what I finished recently. I finished You're Badass by Jen Sincero. I'm in the middle of Unfuck Yourself. I started The Power of Self-Compassion. I finished Self-Help, The Law of Attraction. And I'm in the middle of Chakras, Unlocking Them. And I started, which we will talk about this book in particular. I started this book called The 5 Love Languages because I want to better myself as a partner. And I feels awkward to say as a adult person, but I'm not the best person in relationships sometimes because I hold back way too often. And I get that complaint way too often. But, yeah. So I've started that book. It was so deep when I was first listening to it. I just stopped listening to it. I'm like, I'm not ready for this. This is a little bit much. But, and then I was listening to vampire books off and on there. It was one book. I stopped. I probably was like maybe 2 chapters left. And I was like, nope. This person's lying way too much. It is called Dracula, My Love. It's supposed to be Nina Harker's version of the events of Dracula. And if you don't know, I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love the movies. I love the book. I have on damn near every version of a book. I have some way, somehow. I have a version in my Kindle, a version in my Google Books. I have a physical version. I had 2 versions on my Audible. I like Dracula. I have 3 of the movies because I have the Bela Lugosi one because that is Dracula. I have Bram Stoker's Dracula, 91 one, because that one's awesome. And I like that story turn of it. And I have the Nosferatu. Because technically, that's one of the elements that they pulled. Is the Nosferatu story. But let me keep going. Yeah. Towards the end of this book, they decide to say Mina was falling in love with Dracula. Well, technically it's Dracula's brother. See, this is the level of shit that was going on in his book. But yeah, and she decided to drink his blood. And everybody caught her drinking his blood. Because Jonathan was laying there asleep. Lucy's 3 lovers were downstairs with Van Helsing, and they happened to come up and see her drinking Dracula's blood. And Dracula disappears, and she's like, he forced me to do it. What? Did we just... If no one knows, or you don't see the pictures good enough, I'm a black female. Kind of feel a certain type of way when a white woman lies. That someone did something. And most black people should, if you've ever heard the story of Emmett Till. because it's Audible. The minute I heard that lie, I stopped listening to the book for a whole week. Then I got back into it because I just wanted to hear the end and be done. Then it was another lie that happened maybe 2 more chapters after that, because she didn't want to admit that, and also her and Dracula's brother's plan of starting their life together was complete bullshit. Oh yeah, spend your life, baby. Go do whatever you want with Jonathan. But when you're ready to die, I'll come get you. And I'll reset your life. So we just gonna cheat. Okay. Alright. That was kind of like I'm done. I don't even know what happened towards the end. But I was honestly just done after that moment. I was done. It was so much shit. I'm just, Nope. But yeah, I started listening to another vampire series, and then I think because I started wanting to finish my self-help books, and I've been listening to poetry books on Audible as well. I listened to all 3 of the poet's name. I think it's Atticus. His books, all 3 of them. I own the second book physical, the first and the third book on Google Play. And I end up buying all 3 books on Audible because I wanted to hear them. And I just love his poetry. Yes, I'm a poet who listens to other poets. But I think I ran it enough on here. I hope you guys enjoy this. And I'll come back on some of my other ones tomorrow. Well, I might do one erotic story before I go to bed. Just one. And if you guys want me to do a live, I want you to comment in the show you want me to do a live about. So I can do it kind of based off that. So like if you want me to just talk about current events or whatever's going on, comment on here. Say do a live on here. And please like me. Please like. That sounded very desperate. Please like my podcast. If you like listening to them, like them. And follow me on all my social medias at PoetSoul30. And we'll leave the spelling of it in the comments below. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great night and sweet dreams.